All right, we're about to get this show on the road, and we got to get our coffee cup. Don't forget your coffee, y'all. Am I doing this right? Yo, what's up, everyone? I said that really funny. Why did I say that really funny? I said that really weird, like, yo. Good morning. I'm the most determined soul, CJ Berry, the leader of Waves, and Waves of People in Determination. CJ's who I am, MDSoul's what I am, so you guys can just call me CJ. I really don't mind it. And yesterday, I have a good show for you. We have Trailer Tuesdays. Trailers Tuesdays is great, and then we're gonna figure out which type of handheld device we're gonna get. Don't tell my wife. So I think I want to get one, and don't tell her, be like, because she's gonna be like, yo, why did you get that? I'm like, because I wanted one. That's why we gotta whisper about what the stuff we're gonna get today. but all jokes aside, it is Trailer Tuesdays, and we're going to check out all these amazing and great trailers that are available on today. I think the ones I want to check out is No Vacation for Executioner, Rebel Engine, Shutting Order, and maybe a few other ones that we want to check out. Maybe, I say maybe like the same way that kids go 6, 7. I'm saying maybe. We want to do that. I'm not too sure. Hey, Popsicle, good morning. How you doing? But I'm just like, maybe we want to, you know. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be checking out today. But before we get to that, of course, we're going to get to our coffee. That's a very important part of our day is the coffee, right? But the other thing that's important is that we got to go to Start GG and make sure people are signing up for Bout for Clout, and we're gonna check that out too. I don't understand the 6-7 thing. I'm too much of an. I think it's not really that you don't understand it. It's that you're more so missing the point. There's a difference between understanding and missing the point. 6-7 is the new guess what chicken butt. Means absolutely nothing, and it just comes off of a guy that in a song, and he was just like 6-7, you know. That's literally it. That's literally it. That has nothing. It has nothing to do with any of us being an unk. It's just you got to accept that some things are gonna be more funny to people than it is to other people. It's literally that. Literally that. That's all. That's all to it. One for the unks, though. One for the unks. Let's see here. So what we do have to do, we got to add a couple new commands because Pigman God said, hey, bro, we need new commands for the stream. I'm like, what? No, we don't. He said, yes, we do. So let's do that real quick, like, and making sure that we have the right commands in there. We need the bow for clout command, B for C, and we go B for C right here. And then right here, we're gonna go, the action that we need to have is chat message, and we're gonna put that right here. It says, please join the best weekly on the internet. Bout for clout. And then we're going to follow that up with this month. So we got to change it every week. That's going to be really important. We have to change this every week. And let's see, auto include. All right, let's see how this works. Let's see how this particular thing works now. All right, and there's bout for clout right there. Yo, good morning. I feel like people who think it's funny are the younglings, and those who don't get it, that don't get it are the unks. Hence why I said I'm too much of an unk. No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not meant. It's not really there to make you feel like there's nothing to get. It's just that. It's just that. All right. So let's see here. Let's see if this command works. I'm feeling well, man. Let's see. If we just type in B4C, does it come up? Does anything come up? No. But we have to do exclamation B4C, and it does come up. It should come up. Let's see if it does. Yes, exclamation B4C. That actually works. And please join the tournament, the Bout for Clout tournament that's there. I think that's going to be tons of fun. What does Bout for Clout mean? It means it gets the people going. No, it's our weekly Team Capri tournament for Tekken, and then we are going to start doing one for 2XKO as well here very soon. It happens every Wednesday, unless I say otherwise. Or for the 2XKO, it's going to be happening every Friday. You love to hear that? We know you love to hear that. Man, what was the game you were playing yesterday? Jesus Christ, man. That was some brain rot material, bro. That started to hurt my head. Like, what am I looking at here? Oh man, dude. Shout out to Ace, man. Ace is a good dude. Make sure you check him and the rest of his content out, because he's just a good guy. Just a good guy. Check him out. Early 2000s. No. Apps. We're not. No. Early 2000s banger. My butt. Oh man, the Team Capri logo is covering you up. That's my fault, dude. I'm sorry. How do I fix that? I don't even know how to fix that, dude. I don't even know what image that is. Wait, oh, I'm looking on the wrong scene. Jesus Christ. Okay. I see what it is. All right, cool. All right, pixel shout out should be on top. I can tell that it's older than you. I can definitely tell. It's not a pretty game by no means. I'm like, geez, dude. Oh my goodness. All right, cool. So we got, that's our first thing that we fixed. The next thing that we got to fix is we got to do exclamation bracket for, excuse me. We got to do exclamation bracket for the bracket for Bout for Clout. So we're going to go the name of this one. We're going to type in bracket, and then again, bracket. And then we're going to go chat message. This is where we stand. This is where we stand. All right. And then we're going to go to this part right here. And we should click on brackets right here. And it shows like the pools and stuff and where you're supposed to be at. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do this. Control C and Control V, and we're gonna save. And let's see, someone do exclamation bracket. Can anybody do exclamation bracket for me? And see if that works. Ooh, that goes the new thing that we're gonna check out. Or not, that's fine. Nobody has to do it. I'll just do it myself. But no, for sure, that game is not no, it's not. It's definitely not. Scouting in the house. What's up? How's it going? Hope all is well with you. Welcome to the stream. You can come to my birthday party if you want. Let's see, bracket, exclamation bracket, boom. And don't spend. This is where we stand. There it is. There's the bracket for clout. And then after that, we need to do a PS5 because people ask for my information all the time. I'm like, bro, yo, it's like right there. So I'm gonna make a couple more. New channel, new command. We're gonna call it PS5. And no, let's go. I have another place that I can do that. Social shop. No, it's exclamation PlayStation. I need to change this to Steam because my information is there. Chat message. It's exclamation. Let's go. Find me. Let's do exclamation Steam and PlayStation. No. What should we call it? Oh, we call it tag. This is my tag. I mean, on PlayStation and Steam, Capri, upper MDSoul. Now that's there. Now we can save that, and we do exclamation tag, and that should work. Boom, exclamation tag, and boom. Snipe Ninja. Do I have to put it in all caps in order for it to work? I think I do. No, that doesn't work. I wonder why. That's odd. Gunner, gamer help, music, socials, I'm in the custom commands. Huh. That's odd. I wonder why it's not doing what it's supposed to. I'm gonna hit. Huh. That's strange. Well, it comes up that way. Well, Popsicle, you were able to do it. You know what? Sure, why not? Chat tags, no. All right, there we are, and we're just leave it right there. And why is this doing the do sound effect? I don't know, but yeah, that works. And so we have the tag, and that should be fine. Refresh the stream page. I don't know. That's not how Mix It Up works. Mix It Up doesn't work that way. So we have the PS5 in Steam, and then we need to do exclamation jersey. My little puffball thing that goes on the mic fell off. I don't know why this keeps on falling off. Put it back on. There you go. All right. So we need the jersey for the Team Capri jersey, and all you have to do is type in jersey, and that's there, and then we are going to add the action of the chat message. Oh, so nice. And we're going to go to capri.gg. That's our website. And we have some stuff there. And here goes the team jersey. This is our primary jersey. And I think this is it's a very nice jersey. I think so. If you don't think so, kiss my butt twice. You're more than welcome to kiss my butt twice. So there we go. Boom. And we're going to hit save, and we're going to call it a day. And we're going to leave it right there. Anytime you type in Jersey, it will come up. It will work how you say it works. That's fair. I somewhat respect that. See, it works for you. I don't know why it doesn't work for me. Okay. You know what? You know what? As long as it freaking works. As long as it freaking works, I'm happy. Oh my goodness. Also, finally, I don't know. I'll probably do this later on this evening or this afternoon or whatever. Get into making those other posts. But if you haven't already checked it out, I'm going to post it on YouTube though. I just recently posted a new post for my YouTube channel. Some real hotness. If you're into checking out the videos, I also, by the way, in these videos that we're doing right now, which I'm really stoked about, in the videos, I have you guys, like the likes of the people that I don't like Popsicle. I have you guys featured in the video. So when you guys are asking questions or making comments, I pull you guys into it. So I thought that was kind of fun, doing that stuff like that. All right, so edit preview, no, save preview. Did I have to write something though, right? With this? All right, post. No, I don't want to just post it. I want, you did, comment. I got to delete this, delete it. All right, now check out the new video about 2XKO and maybe why you should be playing right now. And maybe why you should be playing right now. Our image, now we can select from my computer and click on this and go from there. All right, that worked out fine. All right, cool. Post, and we are good to go with that. I've got to start doing that, and I also got to start posting and letting people know we are live right now. Let's see what happens. We are alive right now, and let's see what happens. Let's add an image to this. Let's add our image that we already had. Oh, that's dope. Edit previewer. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't expect it to look like that. So I got to make another one for these ones too. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. I do the second part, the second one, and make it like a sliding image. Edit viewer and put it like this. Save. All right, cool. I guess this kind of makes me happy. This kind of makes me happy. You can slide it and you can see what's actually being posted there. Ah, very nice. How much is this hammer? How much? How much? All right, cool. We're in a happy place. I'm in a very happy place. And this is all the stuff that we're going to be looking at today for Trailer Tuesday. So let's just go ahead and jump into Trailer Tuesday and also grab a coffee. There we are. Hey, so we have Trailer Tuesdays, and Trailer Tuesdays is always fun, and hopefully it's always fun for you guys to check out what's new and what's hot and what's not. This first trailer is Shutting Order. Pigment God, what's up, bro? The new trailer is Shutting Order. It seems like it's going to be somewhat cool. I don't know, got a lot of views, and I just want to see what it's about. But before we see what it's about, we got to get our coffee, get some of this creme de la creme coffee. Make sure you get some coffee from the site that we got. And I think you will enjoy the coffee as well. Make sure you don't get too much coffee because you're going to be wired all freaking day long. Pour, pour, pour. All right. This coffee's so freaking good. I'm in love with this flavor. Also, Pigman God, I did what you asked, and I made a exclamation bout for B4C, exclamation bracket, exclamation tag for both the PS5 and the Steam, and exclamation jersey. There. See? You drink only 1 cup of coffee a day? Why? Drink as much coffee as you want. Drink all the coffee you possibly can drink. No, I'm kidding. Well, how big is your cup? Is your cup as big as mine? That makes a difference. Sometimes we're like, oh, I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day, and the cup of coffee is like this big, you know. Drink too much coffee is not good for your kidneys, really. Very similar to soda. It's not good for your. Start getting that eye twitch, yeah. Not good for your heart as well. Really. Didn't know that. All right, let's jump into this. First trailer we got today is Shut in Order. It's a highlight trailer. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what's up. Let's see what we got here. I've heard a few good things about it, but you know, let's see for ourselves. Look, 10 for 10. This is almost a perfect game. And I think we talked about it before a little bit. And it's one of those novel-like games where you just kind of follow along and you make your decisions as you go. And maybe I should go off and get this. Last time I looked at it, I was like, nah, I don't know about that. But it has a lot of great reviews right now. But it still reminds me of The World Ends With You. Has anyone played that game, The World Ends With You? Very, very good game, and the person dies, and you get to discover what happens with that person. So yeah, this looks dope. Is it mobile? This is Steam. This is Steam and Nintendo Switch. Steam and Nintendo Switch. No, I do 10 ounce on a coffee machine. Fair enough. I respect that. Fair enough. Speaking of that, yo, I was talking to a friend. I was talking to a friend about sugar intake. Sugar intake. And I think that was a really, really important conversation I had with him, right? And the same rules would apply to coffee. You know, I'm not saying that coffee is bad. I'm not saying sugar is bad. I'm not saying anything is bad. But it kind of helps put things in perspective if you're trying to curve a craving or a bad habit that you have. So one of the things that the guy said was, hey, bro, do you think smoking weed is pretty bad? It's like, no, not really. I mean, everything in moderation. He said, yeah, exactly. And how much weed do people normally smoke? It's like, I don't know. I don't really smoke like that. He said, I got you. Don't worry about it. The average dime, and we're not talking about inflation or anything like that, a dime is 10 grams. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. He said, people get a kick out of 10 grams. If that. I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. He said, now look on the back of your soda bottle. I said, all right. And I looked on the back of a soda bottle, and I saw what it said. Saw what it said. It said 76 grams is how much sugar is inside this bottle. No, notice how I said I don't smoke, but for the sake of the story, y'all missed that point. Y'all missed the point. You're missing the point that I'm making here. 10 grams of what a person could smoke or take in marijuana consumption, that's all they take. But you're taking 76 grams of sugar. 76 grams of sugar that you're putting into your body. $76 grams of sugar. So if you put that in forms of weed, that's 76 grams. Would you put 76 grams of weed into your body, into yourself? Would you do that right now? It's like, no, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I don't smoke, nor do I do all that edible stuff. He's like, well, exactly. So if you wouldn't do that for that particular thing, then why would you do that for sugar? I was like, huh. That's a good thought. $28 grams is an ounce. How many ounces do you have in a soda, right? How many ounces do you have a soda? Average soda. Let's see. Ounce for a soda. Let's see. All right, so common ounce for soda are 16.9 or 20 ounces. That's 20 ounces. That's right there. So now, that's insane. Let's look at this. 76 divided by 20 equals. So you're drinking, for 1 ounce that you're drinking all at once, it's like 3.8 grams of sugar per ounce drink. I don't know. I don't think I want to drink that much. If I don't want to drink all 20 ounces, right? I don't think I want to do that. That's insane to me. That's insane. We're literally drinking that's in one sitting. That's what's making you fat, yo. It's so good. I don't disagree with you on that. But that's what's making you fat, though. So now, if you have 3 sodas or 60 ounces of soda in one day, in one sitting, in addition to liquor, in addition to all the other BS, 76 times 3, you wouldn't do that. There you go. Fluid ounces are different from solid ounces, though. Hey, a gram of sugar is a gram of sugar. That's the thing that's killing folks, bro. Sugar is the thing that's killing you, man. I'm just saying. We can justify it all we want to, but that's the thing that's definitely killing you. All right, let's go on to the next one. Rebel Engine. I don't think I've heard of this one before. It seems like this is going to be somewhat good. He said, I'm not paying $300 for an ounce of sugar, though. But you're still missing the point. It's not about how much the sugar costs. It's about what you're putting in your body. You're putting 76 grams of sugar. You wouldn't put that much weed in you. Or something where, I mean, that's why I drink my coffee. The most healthy food isn't warm. I don't disagree with that. Cookies are warm. That's my weak. That's one of my weaknesses right there. Is freaking cookies. Ugh. Anyways, here we are. We are on Rebel Engine. Let's check out this one right here. A Rebel Engine is something that I thought would look neat to check out, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see what this is about. Oh, yeah. I like stuff like this. This kind of futuristic graffiti robots type thing. Gundam meets graffiti. I can get down with this. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Especially for a first-person shooter, like type or rogue type game. This seems pretty cool. So I wonder if all the stages are kind of small like that, though. Rebel Engine, this does look pretty good. This might be something I'll look into for sure. Don't tell my wife. We can get the demo now. Some man's gonna roll a 20-ounce blunt. Oh, that's funny. That's Cheech and Chong status. I don't know. Like, even if I did do that, I don't know if I can handle that, man. The level of distortion that your mind is gonna go in, it's just freaking insane, I would think. Like, have you ever had surgery and the anesthesia is still in effect? And your mind is freaking rocked. Once you smoke so much, it really doesn't do anything. I guess the same rules apply to like when you're smoking weed and stuff like that. Not smoking weed. Drinking liquor. I drink. That's why I'm like, what am I talking about? Weed. I drink. All right. All right, we're good. When my dad got his knee replacement, he said they only do localized anesthesia, so you can actually see them operating on your knee. Oh, absolutely not. I don't think I could watch that. That would make me throw up. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, it is. Yeah, it does not sound fun at all. It is spooky season, and I'm not necessarily into spooky stuff. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 6. I've been streaming a lot of Resident Evil. I think I'm going to go off and play that on my own or maybe do it as a bonus stream. But this is something that I don't think I'll ever play. and I'll just watch other people play it. No Vacation for the Executioner seems like a whole lot of nightmare fuel. Oh, except for them booty cheeks. They had gremlin booty cheeks on the screen there. And who doesn't like gremlin booty cheeks? I love gremlin booty cheeks, you know. Oh yeah, this is super creepy. Oh, this is some Nightmare Before Christmas type stuff right here. And then it's all in black and white. What is this? That is super creepy. And so he has all these people attacking him? Is there a demo for this, or why is it twitching like that? Yeah, this is some stuff that makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck. And I don't know if that's for me, guys. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not into that being that spooky, you know? That doesn't feel good to constantly be in a state of like horror, you know? Constantly going and being all jumpy and stuff. I really don't like the way that feels. It feels really bad for me. Bleach Birth of Souls. Maybe you check that out. I don't know. Oh, what's this? Oh, trash dungeon. Trash dungeon. There we go. Trash dungeon. Let's check out that. Fast pigeon. What? I don't even know what that's supposed to be at. Mind Scorn. Okay. Let's try that one. Maybe Angry Birds. Let's check out Angry Birds. Our favorite mobile game of all time is Angry Birds, probably. And then after that, we'll start going on a deep dive on which handheld we should look into and get. What's the best bang for our buck? Again, don't tell my wife. She's gonna be upset with me if I can't. If you're like, where'd you get the money for this? I don't know. I don't know. I saved up for it. Honestly, for having played a lot of horror games, the problem is horror phase out after a while and it just becomes normal video game. I've been having this. You know, yes, you do have to say that. I've been had this. And I always have to check the mail before her and be like, my mail. But yes, I think like Resident Evil, after playing all the other Resident Evil games, I generally know when the pop-up is coming. So you get desensitized from the horror. And so you're like a horror junkie and you're always looking for something that is that much more scarier than what you've already been watching, right? I understand that. I get that. That's why you shouldn't be watching porn, you porn addicts. You get so desensitized that you can't get it up for normal stuff. Yeah, that's the right word you get. You're desensitized. All right, what's this one? Trash. Don't tell. I am telling you what to do. Trash Dungeon. Now, this looks like a cool game, very similar to Hades and Enter the Gungeon and games like this. It kind of gives me a very similar vibe. And I just wanted to check this out with you guys. My tummy hurts. You must keep killing. What? Yeah, this looks really cool. You're a little trash panda, and AKA a raccoon, and you go around just shooting up stuff in the trash heap. This game is horribly designed, but it looks like it's tons of fun to play. It looks very fun. Pack up your combo. Oh, you get combos out of this, and you get more stuff. Yeah, this is very much like Enter the Gungeon, but less polished, but a whole lot more fun. That's what it looks like to me. And sometimes those are the best games. And that's kind of what I miss about gaming these days, is having a game that, regardless of the graphics, it's just a fun game. Companies aren't willing to experiment like they were doing back in the PlayStation days, like with Blast Chamber and games like that. Does anybody remember Blast Chamber? Blast Chamber was so freaking dope, right? They don't make games like that anymore. They just don't. Don't at me. You're probably gonna at me anyway out of spite. But yeah, they don't make creative games. Parappa the Rapper, hands down one of my favorite games of all time. But this does look freaking great. I think I'll enjoy this for sure. Look at all the stuff that's going on in the screen too. There's just stuff. There's stuff going on. Oh, it's on Steam? Demo out now? Wishlist play, die horribly now? You don't tell me what to do. All the spite. Heating your lunch? Is it almost lunch? Dang, it is almost lunchtime already. Maybe I need to start my stream earlier. Maybe I should start it at 9. I used to start the stream at 9. I keep saying we need a reboot of Toe Jam and Earl. Dude, oh man, as the realist. Do we actually need that? Do we actually need that? That's my question to you. Do we actually need a reboot of a game like that right now? Because from my perspective, hear me out. Hear me out now. My perspective, every reboot that we've seen, it was met with so much hate. Tomb Raider, a lot of hate. Freaking Grand Theft Auto, a lot of hate. The Super Mario collection, the 3D collection, a lot of hate. And some of that nostalgia just needs to stay there. You know, nostalgia is important. Nostalgia only works when the mechanics of whatever it is that you were doing are just as good and it's aged well. I think we can all generally agree that that's the case with nostalgia, right? But then on the flip side of nostalgia, if it doesn't work, you end up hating the things that you actually liked, you know? Yo, so many people have this made up idea in their head that all these Nintendo 64 games were freaking great. They were great for their time, but going back and playing Mario 64, you'll quickly realize how much better Mario Odyssey is compared to it. Like, oh, Mario 64 is the best one ever. No, Mario 64 is trash. Mario 64 is big trash. It is not freaking good. If that was released today in the state that it's in, but better graphics, yo, people would hate it. People would hate it. I've called it. Now, that's not to say that I didn't enjoy playing it, or for that matter, right now, if I went and picked it up and started playing, I wouldn't enjoy it, but I enjoy it because that was part of my childhood. Another one, and I'm okay with you disagreeing. I'm okay with you disagreeing. Another one, GoldenEye. They just released it on the Nintendo Switch library for its retro library, and guess what? That MF is trash. Yo, I'm telling you right now, GoldenEye, the game that started it all, GoldenEye, trash, horrible game, but it was good for its time. And there's a lot of nostalgia that's out there that if you haven't been playing it all the way from back then all the way to now consistently, you're gonna look at these games with these rose tinted goggles, man. You got these perception goggles on and stuff. They were not good games, guys. With the oh, very much so. So like Toe Jam and Earl, right? Again, I think for what it was, for what Sega was during that time, oh, it was freaking great. But walking around and picking up items and going to different levels like that, I don't think it works now. Like generally, you kind of get it for Blockbuster, you pop it in, and you're like, what do I do? And you're just confused. Now, if they just make a new Toe Jam and Earl, that's different. That's way different than saying, hey, we need a remake of a game. So again, no different than having a Mario game or a Spyro game or whatever. But they did a remake for Busby. No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I'll leave it with this. Games that I think would be that are great and they age well are platformers. They age pretty good. Some fighting games age pretty good. RPGs, if they were good then, they're probably good now. But typically, in my experience, the nostalgia glasses come from the 3D platformers and the shooters. And you're like, yo, why did I freaking like this game? Ugh. Like Medal of Honor, that's another one. Ugh, it wasn't that good. The original Rainbow Sixes, not good. Now, if they could, now I'll tell you one that would be really good if they could remake it. Very similar to how they did remakes of Super Mario. Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim would be good. Medal of Honor will also Call of Duty can run. I don't disagree with that. That deserves Popsicle rarely gets horns. Popsicle, you get some horns on that one. Original Rainbow Six games were tactical first, shooter second. Yes, Pikmin God. And they realized that wasn't fun. Victor Man was good with beautiful graphics. We got Balls and Balls is, dude, Balls gives you a freaking headache. That's not a good game. But Vector Man, that's a good one. I could see that being redone as a platformer. All right. More spooky season stuff. We have Mind Scorn, and right off the rip, you see that it's a spooky game. I think this will make my anxiety go through the freaking roof every time playing it. I don't like games that you only get to see but so far in front of you, and you're like, yo, bro, what's freaking going on? Like, look, that looks like a pom pom with teeth. Like, what's going on here? Like, ugh, that's so freaking just creepy. This almost reminds me of like the back halls of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. You know, if you had like the back scene of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, this would be it. This is exactly what this is. That's very scary. Oh, and the little mannequins, they follow you? I bet you only have like 2 bullets for the whole game. And you gotta save it for one specific person. No, that's pretty scary for me. Can I tell you something? If you make a horror game, you gotta make sure you have the least most advanced graphics quality. If not, I won't be immersed. Ooh, that's a decent hot take. That's a decent hot take. Eternal Darkness was a good one. Eternal Darkness was very good. Let's see here. Let's see. Where Popsicle is at right now. The worse, is it the worse the graphics, the more immersed you get? I think it's a combination of the graphics and the music that goes along with it. Like the graphics look 15 years out of date. I don't get immersed, hence not scared. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind that. But for horror games, it 100% counts. Yes, like I give you an example. Here goes an example of a sound, Super Mario, of a sound that I think is so freaking creepy. Super Mario 3, Ice World music. I don't know what it is about this stage, this world, but the ice world, it sounds like very, very creepy. Here you go. Isn't that creepy? And it triggers your anxiety. And I think it's that bass, and all they have is the high-pitched piano there. That is creepy. That is extremely creepy. It's very creepy. Very creepy. All right. Yeah, very creepy one. All right, last one for today that we have for today for trailers, and then we'll start looking at other things. I think it'd be worth looking at other things. We have Angry Birds 2. Angry Birds 2, official Angry Birds 2 space announcement trailer. This was the original mobile game that really made people feel like mobile gaming is worth a dang. You know, I think this was one of my first ones. I was like, yo, I think mobile gaming is going to go the distance, because this was one of the first ones that really grabbed my attention. And not Angry Birds 2, the original Angry Birds, and trying to get to the next level or trying to accomplish the level to get so many stars, right? I think that's where it started for me. I mean, granted, there were other games out there like donut games and stuff, but the Angry Birds was definitely one of the ones I was like, you know what? Mobile gaming is where it's at. And now look how far it got us. I mean, Angry Birds, what that was like the early teens, right? I'm gonna say 2010 roughly, and it's been going strong for like what, the last 15, 16 years. That's crazy. That's crazy that it's been going on this long. Oh, this is cool. And see, look, they're taking some. And to my point, I don't know if anybody played that donuts game where you get to throw these little sparks at these freaking cows. And you know what? Never mind. If you haven't played donut games, you're not a real mobile game OG. But I think I'm down with this. I might download this today, but I bet you gotta buy it. Oh no, I have Apple Arcade. I got Apple Arcade. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna get it for Apple Arcade. I saw Angry Bird 2, and I was unsure, but it actually looks good. I'm right there with you. All right, so now here goes the stuff that I'm gonna get to, and I think that we should have a conversation about on today. Let me see, Steam. Is there anything new on the Steam Deck or? You gotta do what? Hey, thanks for the follow. Hey, you know what? Let me turn that off. I'm sorry. Do I like jokes, Seth? It better be a good one. If it goes left, get out of here. Try me. Let's see your joke. Let's see your joke. All right, we're gonna put the drum roll on. And if it's a good joke, you get to stay. Let's see. Where's the drum roll? I'm trying to find my drum roll. Where's the drum roll? I'm trying to find my drum roll button. Where's my drum roll button? Oh, there it is. I'll wait. No joke? Where's the joke at? Where's the joke at? I'm waiting for the joke. You're looking for the drum roll while I'm hovered over the bell. My ex said she wait, hold on. All right. My ex said she'd never find someone like me, and I'm proud to say she kept her word. Every guy after me's been a major upgrade. That was sad. That was sad. I feel like writing you a letter. On that one, you know, you deserve a letter to be written. Let's do that. Dear Sath, I'm sorry that your joke didn't hit the way you expected. It was self-loathing. It didn't hit the same for me because I love me and my wife cannot upgrade better than what I am. I hope you get some therapy and that you get better with said jokes. Success and victory. S&V. C.J. Berry. Aww. That joke was sad, man. That joke was extremely sad, bro. People ask if you're fine and you have to say you're fine, but you're not really fine, but you can't say that you're not because they would never understand. Hey, this next one better be good. It's better be good because this is taking me off topic. Drum roll. It better be good. My girlfriend told me she's not fat. She's just easy to see from every angle. I said, good. Now I can never lose you, even in a blackout.
Move this man!
Now we got to do the. Now we got to do the other one. We got to do sad music. Dear Sath, another miss. We like fat people around here, even in the dark. The material was just okay. Please have less red pill material for your jokes. Thank you. Thank you. Success and victory. The CJ Berry. I'm gonna put this. Let me put this in the chat for you or something, man. Those were like hurtful. Those were hurtful. They were very hurtful. We're gonna put this in the chat for you, man. There you go. Oh, it won't let me put it in the chat. Oh well, whatever. Those are kind of hurtful. Valve Steam Deck. Let's see if there's anything on the Valve Steam Deck coming from Valve themselves. Is this? Do they have any advertisements for this? Introduce. All right, so we're gonna. Let's do this. I'm gonna make an Excel spreadsheet on this and see if we can do some comparison here with these devices. So we're gonna take this right here, and we're gonna do device, and then we're gonna have the specs. Ooh, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to make it that big. So this is the device, name of the device, and then the specs. All right, so we're gonna say this line. Device, and then we're gonna say put in this one and going down as the specs. Yeah, I think so. And then finally, I think that's all. No, we want to know the price for it all. Let's put the price maybe on this side. I don't know where to put the price at. Maybe somewhere at the bottom. All right, now let's zoom this in. Let's zoom this in quite a bit here. And let's kind of compare and contrast and shift some things around and see what we can do with this. We're gonna bold this part right here. Let me know if you guys can't see well, and then we will kind of go from there and stuff. Because maybe you guys want one too. I don't know. You guys might want one, maybe. I don't know. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the Rogue Ally on this part right here. I want 12. What? 12 what, man? All right, let's see what's up with this new. Here's the new Rogue Ally. This is a new Rogue Ally that's like $1 million right now for no reason. But I heard word on the street, it's a little bit thicker. It's just a little bit thicker than the normal handheld devices. And if I'm not mistaken, it has a stronger battery life. And you can play the Xbox anywhere, of course. I don't know if I want that or not. You see what I'm saying? That's like tough. And they have a white version. This is the one for the white people. Like Carnage. I don't know if this one's for me. Xbox is already everywhere. And I think that's kind of my argument right now. See, look, they're showing that the white Rogue Ally is only for white people. We should boycott Xbox. They don't have not one black person here, and I am outraged. I am outraged. Oh, they have an Asian chick. Surprised they didn't make a yellow one. You know how like the yellow Ranger is an Asian chick and the black Ranger is a black dude and a pink Ranger is like a white chick? And the Red Ranger is a white, like, yo, bro. And the White Ranger is a white guy. Yeah, I'm on to you. I'm on to you, Power Rangers. We have seen a black person in these commercials. No, we haven't. We haven't seen a Canadian person in any of these yet at all. So, you know, specs for the Rogue Ally. ROG Ally. Specs for the ROG Ally X. Specs for the Steam Deck. And then what's some other handhelds out there? Let's go to Amazon. And of course, the White Ranger is the leader. Oh, stop. When will the black man get a chance to be his greatness as the White Ranger? Man, I know exactly. Even a white guy's been the Black Ranger. Like, geez, we're not racist. A white guy's been the Black Ranger, but has a white guy been the White Ranger? Get back to me on that. Understand that I'm not white. I'm Canadian. Racist people say it's the same thing, but it's not. Shows how you're not racist. No, hey, dude. I always here's the argument. Here's the argument, and this is what I realized as I've gotten older. And I realized that with my own race, right? There's African American, and then there is a Nigerian American. There's African American, and then there is true African American, and they're two different experiences, right? So you can say somebody is black, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're black in the standard that you want them to be. You can say someone is white, but is not white in the standard that you want them to be. So, with that being said, I understand that there's a difference between an American and a difference between someone that's European. Those are two different things. Two different things, right? There's a difference between African American, which is technically what Elon Musk is. Elon Musk is from South Africa and now got American citizenship. So technically, he's African American. But the experience is different. So within the United States, you're American first, and then it's split down the middle to whether you're black, white, then you got Asian, and then Mexican. You can say brown and yellow if you want to. But here's where my epiphany came through, Popsicle. Here's where my epiphany came through. Drake. Why is Drake a culture vulture? Why is Drake a culture vulture? This for anybody, you know. He's a culture vulture because he is Canadian and is taking advantage of the black American lifestyle and singing and rapping about it and ultimately benefiting from it. So when he is doing rap, he's not doing hip hop because his experience is different. Because he is not African American, he's African Canadian. His dad is African American. His mother is Jewish. So even then, he's Jewish, Canadian, African, more than he is African American. He's just not that. And when they said that, I was like, yo, like, so when Kendrick Lamar said, I don't like that you say the N-word, it doesn't sound right. I was like, why does he feel that way? And then when I went back and listened to his music, I was like, it doesn't sound right because he hasn't lived the African American experience in the same way that a lot of African Americans have. Isn't that an interesting take? Isn't that an interesting take? No different than if someone goes to a Nigerian in the United States, they'll go, oh, you're African American. No, I'm Nigerian American. Or if you go, hey, you're black, they'll be like, no, I'm Nigerian. Because there is a difference. There's a difference culturally. There's a difference. Now, could they blend in and, you know, ultimately experience, have this experience, their American experience? Yeah, sure. And can I go to Nigeria and have a Nigerian experience and be American Nigerian? Sure, I could. But it still matters that you're able to distinctly say that their cultures are different. That's very important. Drake is a culture vulture of his own culture, though. Like I said yesterday, Drake is only Canadian when he feels like it. That's why most of us can't stand him. And he's only black when he feels like it. That's why we can't stand him. So, anywho's, let's see. Gaming, handhelds. Are there any other ones that are out there that we might want to look in? Ooh. We want to look into the Logitech cloud joint. There's a couple of them that we need to take a look at and kind of compare them all to each other. One Pro cloud handheld portable remote play. That's a lot of words to say. I don't know how to say that. RG Slide handheld game console. That's interesting. Let's see. One Pro cloud portable remote. Is there any other ones that we can look into that might be worth a damn, you know? Yes, I do. I don't have the new Pokemon because I don't have the Nintendo Switch 2, but I do like Pokemon. I was trying to get into Ruby and Sapphire, but was it Ruby and Sapphire? Whatever the newest one that was on the Switch that was there, the original Switch, man, it was a little difficult to get into. The new ones, I've seen that it is very mixed reviews. Oh, it is on the regular Switch? I didn't know that. I'm in one of those modes where I'm just being a little brokey. You know what? Also, that's another thing I'm trying to decide right now is do I want to double up and double down on streams to beat majority of my Nintendo Switch games and have Switch at night? I've been debating whether I wanted to do that or not. There's a lot of games that I need to beat on streams. If you guys are down, I'm down. You should check the reviews. My wife got it, and they're trying too hard to be different. I don't like it. Dang. Oh, I heard the weirdest thing in a podcast the other day. The guest was a comedian, and he said he was invited for a role because the producer said he was somebody who can hang around with black people without acting black. And I was like, what does that even mean? Dude, I stopped trying to figure it out a long time ago, man. Like you don't act black. What's that? What supposed to mean? You know? What does that supposed to mean, MF? You know? So I've had a lot of I have a lot of discussion that I've had with people. Let me scroll up. So Sath, oh, that's your Rogue Ally. Dang, I barely can read that. Price Rogue Ally standard $599. See, that's expensive. This is $1 million, bro. I don't think I want to spend money on that. My thing with the handheld, let's play. Is there PlayStation handheld? I know they have one. PlayStation. Yeah, here it is, the portable PlayStation joint. And then See, I'm kind of interested in these, see how these cheaper ones play, you know, these cloud gaming ones. They might be something that might be worth investing in and looking at. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. Let's see. We have the. There might be quite a few. I might have to back this out a little bit. I'm probably going to pick maybe about 4, maybe. Is 4 the magic number? Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. There's nothing wrong with 5. Let's do that. My review 15 hours in to my too many cutscenes. The world is too small. The battle screen is too busy. Taking damage as a trainer makes no sense. It's fun to play, but I don't think it's worth the price. Interesting. Okay. The wild zones are in the city, and the combat is as well so far. This is not more turn-based. Yeah. Yeah. If you buy it, it's for the sake of, you know, because you're a fan, if you're a fan of the product. Steam Deck, ROG, Ally, ROG. We got the ROG X. We got, what else is there? We have the PlayStation, PS Portable, right? And then after that, what's the other one? Is there another one that we need to be looking at? Oh, we got the Logitech handheld. Does VR count? Man, honestly, I'm not a fan of the VR stuff, so I'm not going to put the VR stuff down. I'm really not. I'm like, dude. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any of the. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about that. I've never been a fan of. Ooh, crap! I didn't mean to click that one. I've never really been a fan of any VR stuff, and mainly because I don't think VR is where it's supposed to be at right now. VR adult content doesn't work. You know, so like the thing that made the movie industry boom was this, honestly, and going to the next level of technology was pornography, believe it or not. And I'm just like, no, it doesn't work. Like, same thing with the internet. The internet wasn't the internet until they've like, yo, we could put porn on the internet. And everybody's like, yeah, porn on the internet. Why not? Yes, let's do it, you know? And I'm just like, no. Porn is the reason VHS and Blu-ray got over the... Yes, exactly. You get what I'm saying? So now VR, why doesn't VR work? Because, like, yeah, you can figure out how to make it touch. You get feeling out of it, but you don't get true feeling out of VR. And I don't think VR is going to be a thing until we get to that point where we actually get feeling out of VR, like true feeling. So like, for example, I think what could happen, and I think the next level of technology is augmented reality. Hear me out. Augmented reality is just virtual reality in your space. So if you put on glasses and you have all these different screens and all that good stuff, and I think that'd be cool, right? Here's the catch. Wearing these VR glasses, not VR glasses, these AR glasses, this augmented reality glasses, you're up there with your girlfriend or whatever, or your significant other, and the augmented reality puts a different face on that person. Now, or for that matter, you have a freaking blow-up doll or one of those little dolls of your favorite adult creator, and you put their face on the doll and their face starts to move and talk and interact with you, and then you actually get the feeling to interact with that particular thing. I think eventually, in my opinion, especially the direction that life is going, I think eventually we're going to get to a point, and what they were just too far ahead of time. I think that the direction we're going in with augmented reality, after a while, putting things on your wall, everybody's wall is going to be blank. Everybody's wall is just going to be gray. And then you're like, hey, come to my house. You have your augmented reality on there, and now you have your, you know, your tokens on the wall. You know, they try to do NFTs, but like the NFTs didn't make any sense. They're like, oh, put it in a virtual world. But if you take your NFTs and you have like a painting, all you need to do is buy the frame, right? And the frame is gray and it's blank. But you have that NFT, you put the augmented reality goggles on. Oh, cool, that's what's up. You got this new NFT. Yeah, my NFT, that's $1 million picture. That's $1 million picture. To me, that makes sense. But what VR is today, because we've been doing this type of VR for years now, and it still hasn't taken off. I don't think it's gonna hit. I love my VR, but haptic feedback setups are really expensive and bulky. But I'm sure we'll eventually get much better. Like Ready Player One, I think if you do Ready Player One, it's gonna be more like Black Mirrors, and in your body and your consciousness goes into the computer and your body shuts down. I think that's possible. Now, if your wife catches you watching another face, then during sex, a sexy time, you are in trouble. Yes, you are. Check it for relevant. Wait, hold on. All right. I can't see it on. I can't see it on stream, but because I will get what you call it.
Я не знаю, к чему он.
Oh yes. So yes, you're absolutely right, Pigman God. So they do have that, and again, I agree with you, right? I agree with you, but again, the catch is with something like that, you still don't get fully immersed because now you can't touch boobies and butt cheeks, right? And that's what we all want to do. We want to touch boobies and butt cheeks. And that's exactly what we want to do, man. All right. Back to business. All right. So what are the important things here? We want to look at we want to see the display. How large is the display that you can get here? Refresh rate. Battery life. Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Can we do that? And then what else do we need to know so we can compare and contrast some of these devices? Battery power supply. Does it have a good accessories? Did I spell that right? I probably didn't, but I don't care. And then what else do we need to be mindful of? Ooh, let's see how much it weighs. I think the weight is important. Did I spell weight right? What else is important for this? Oh, memory. Did I spell memory right? No, I didn't. Memory. No, I didn't spell memory right. I'm okay with that. Storage slot. Does it have a storage slot to upgrade? Do we need to be concerned with what type of processor it has too? Is that fair? Processor. Yeah, screen size I would put in the display spot. Ooh, backlight. Let's put backlight on there. Does it have a backlight? What else are we looking for? Does it function well? Boobs and butt. I want to touch what you sent me on Instagram. Don't tell me. Ah, man. Carnage, my friend. Oh, how about versions? How many versions are there? I think that might be important. That might be an important piece here. How many versions of this there is? And then is there anything else that we need to be looking for? I don't know. So the Steam Deck. So the Steam Deck has how many versions? It has 3 versions. And the version is OLED and LCD. And then after that, it's all about how much storage it has. The display that it has there is 1280 by 800. Oh, that's an interesting display. And it goes 7 inches diagonal. Ooh, that's not bad. 7 to, so let's see, 7 to 7.4 screen. That's not bad. Yes, actually, the Steam Deck will run Tekken. I know some guys that play Tekken. I'm not gonna say no names, but they play Tekken on their Steam Deck, and it's annoying. Not because he's playing Tekken on Steam Deck. It's because he's playing it via Wi-Fi. Again, not saying no names, but he plays it via Wi-Fi. And you're like, bro, come on now. His name starts with an S, and it ends with Nake by Boa. Oh, man. All right, here's the refresh rate for this. It's 60 hertz, and that's on the big side, to up to 90 hertz. Oh, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Battery life, it can range between 2 to 12 hours, depending on which one you get. This does have Wi-Fi, yes, and Ethernet via dock station. And then accessories, yes. There's a lot of them. And you can upgrade it if you want. This doesn't need to say that. This is 2 to 12 hours. Boom. There we go. How much does this weigh? I need to know how much the Steam Deck weighs, though. Let's see. Let's see. How much does the Steam Deck weigh? Let's see. 1.48 pounds. That's not bad. That's not bad to hold in your hand. 1.48 lbs. That's not bad. Does it have memory? Yes. But the question is does it have upgradable memory? So you can get one for a good deal. I think you can get it for 256 to 1 terabyte. And the more expensive it is, the more memory you have, right? But the question is, does it have a storage slot? Does the Steam Deck what's up, man, have a storage slot? Let's see. Yes, Steam Deck. Oh, it does. I did not know that. Yes, the Steam Deck has a micro SD card slot for expandable storage located on the bottom edge of the device. It also has an internal SSD solid state drive, though the slot for this is inside the device and not easily accessible for the average user. This slot is used for expense, which is convenient way to store more games. So yes, so you could get the cheaper one. You could get the cheaper one for it, but while getting something cheaper for this particular device, you can get an upgraded little SSD. That makes sense. That makes sense. Playing Tekken 8 with Steam Deck on a mobile hotspot in the parking lot. That's pretty much how he plays, bro. I wish he was here so I can talk about him more. And the processor that it used. Oh, we didn't put RAM in here. We put RAM. How much RAM? It has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Wow. That's pretty daggone good. And then it has an AMD processor. AMD 2.4 to 3. AMD 3.5. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. And then we put the price at the bottom though. We're gonna see the price here in a second. Does it have backlight? Yes, we know it has a backlight. Put 2 exclamation points right there. And the price point for a Steam Deck, the price point is between $399 to $649 for the highest end that's there. That's crazy. Yo, Yogi, what's up, man? How's it going? So here we are. $399 to $549 to $649. So it goes up. It goes up quite a bit, right? It goes up quite a bit. They only took $50 off, and then the next one they did yeah, I think if I'm gonna get one, if I were to get one of these right now, I don't think that the OLED is that much of a difference. At least for me, at least to me, I don't think it's that much of a difference for this price point right here. This is $549. The midpoint is $549. But if you can upgrade the storage yourself for more games, I don't see a reason to go this price right here. I get it. Like, oh, I want the hours. I want the dude. You're not gonna sit there on your freaking Steam Deck for 12 hours straight. It is what it is. Your hand's gonna cramp or whatever. I don't know about that one right there. But I think for $399 to have an LCD screen, they only upgrade it by 0.4 inches of display for the LCD. I don't see too much of a difference here. Like here it is, Steam Profile Bundle, exclusive startup movie and keyboard theme. Like I already have that. I already see. Let's go across here. Premium anti-glare etched glass. That doesn't matter to me. I can just upgrade my stuff. 60 hertz of refresh rate compared to the 90s hertz. I'm good. Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6E. That's not gonna bother me that much to where I'm gonna sit there and complain and say I need this particular thing to do this way, right? I think that you can play like games like Tekken with no issue on here. The graphics are probably going to be at a medium. If you're trying to stream or anything like that with it, you can, because you do have the Steam Deck docking station, and that you can get with it for $799. So again, it's like, get this one, $399 plus the $79, right? So we're going to round to the nearest $480. $480, you can get a good Steam Deck. Ooh, certified refurbished Steam Decks? What? Oh, they're all out of stock on these though. But yeah, I mean, you can get a great device. Here goes all the specs here. Here's all the specs here. Again, I think that's pretty solid. I think that's pretty solid. All right, so we're off the Steam Deck. Let's go to the ROG Ally as for this next set of specs that we have. Or where is it? I just pulled it up. I literally just pulled it up, and now I can't find it anywhere. Oh well, we'll find it. All right, here we are. This is what this bad boy looks like, and we're gonna do this over again because I think I'm gonna make a video out of this. Here we are. This is the ROG Ally. I forgot one. I forgot one. We forgot a column. What does it run on? How do you insert a cell? How do you insert surf cells down? All right, and Control C, Control X, Control V, interface, or the GUI. This runs on a Linux base. Is it Linux? Yeah, there we go, a Linux base. All right, so the ROG Ally, it doesn't show too many options here that I'm seeing at least. The operating system is, here goes the operating system right here. What else is available to us? How much RAM can we see the RAM? No. The processor AMD R series. Where's the processor? Boom. This is backlight. Does it have a backlight? Yes, it does have one. Then it looks like there's only one version of this. And this one is, let's let me put this side by side so you guys can see it too. So you guys can ultimately possibly help me with some of you guys aren't helpful at all, but I ain't gonna say no names on that one either. But we're still chugging along. All right. So does it have, what type of display does this? Does it show the display? Entertainment, they call it an entertainment laptop. That's interesting. It has 640 RAM, so the RAM is a yes. What else does it have? The memory slot. It does have a memory slot. This one is 512 gigabytes. That's not bad. I need to know if it has a memory slot though. For $489, I think that's a pretty good deal, and it comes with a lot of stuff too. Like it has a battery pack and all that other good stuff, and I think it runs everything including Steam as well. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And this is refurbished. So we need to take a step back and go to one that's like actually new. ROG Ally. This is the one that's the Xbox run. And is this just, I need one that's like out of the box. Like, because yeah, there it is. This one isn't like refurbished or remodeled, and they have all these other options down here. Okay, cool. And it's 16 gigs. All right, that's not bad. 16 gigs of gigabytes of RAM. That's not bad at all. I don't know what type of screen it has, but a 7-inch screen. 7 inches worth of screen. That sounds mad sexual, but that's okay. So that's the regular size of a. That's the regular size of the Steam Deck. But it's this one is 1080p. Ooh, that makes a difference there. And then what else do we have for this one? Refresh rate. Does it give us the refresh rate? No, 120 hertz, full HD. Nasty. And then does it talk about his battery life here? The Rogue Ally is legit. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mo? How's it going? I don't think I will, Seabrooks. I don't think it's worth it. In my opinion, I really don't. What's the I want to see the battery life of this. Does it say anything about the battery life? Let's check that out. What's the battery life for the... Let's see what it says. I don't want any reviews. I want it straight up. All right, the Rogue Ally battery life vary significantly depending on the power settings, with the gaming typically lasting 1 to 2 hours in high performance mode, potentially 2.5 hours in lower power. Wow. So with the battery providing 8 hours of use in some tests to 14 hours. So we're going to say 2 to 14 hours for the Rogue Ally. I guess that's not that bad. I don't think that's that bad. 2 to 14 hours. That's not bad at all. Is there Wi-Fi? Is there Ethernet capability on the Rogue Ally? And the probably answer no. Oh, that's a no. Does not, but you can easily add one by USB docking station. All right, USB dock. That's how you do that. It's all Wi-Fi. It has a Wi-Fi connection. Hey, what's up, Sean Puppy? I don't know that I'm sold on it yet. Yo, Seabrooks, I don't disagree with that, man. I think me and you are on the same page with that. I think I'm leaning really heavy on the Steam Deck because of the type of stuff that I can play on it. It's simple. ROG Ally, Steam Deck LCD, Steam Deck OLED, and ROG Ally X, and ascending order of battery life, shortest to longest. That's what you got? Okay, fair enough. Let's see what else. Accessories, I think, yeah, obviously there's accessories here. How much does this weigh? ROG Ally weight. How much does this weigh? It weighs 1.34. Oh, it's lighter? It's ever so slightly lighter. 1.34. All right. And then last but not least, here, storage slots. Ooh, does ROG Ally storage slots? That's important. Powered by processor and up to 24 gigabytes of and ROG Ally now features 2 terabyte store. Play more. Does have storage slot. I think that's an important thing too. Having a storage slot. Yes, it's able to do micro SD. All right. So that works. And then how many versions? How many versions of the ROG? Boom. You don't Game Gear V2 to where you essentially plugged in 24/7 next to your PC, which is what they're trying to eliminate the need for. Right. I don't disagree with that. And there's 2 versions. No, there's only one. So you got the ROG and the ROG X. That's the one. That's the next one we're going to look at, right? The ROG X is one. Boom. There it is. Oh, we didn't see the price for the ROG Ally. So $751 brand new. Whew, that's kind of expensive. Let's see if there's some other prices out there. $751. Let's see how this ranges. ROG Ally Buy. $649 at Best Buy. So I'm seeing $649 so far. I'm not looking at the X versions quite yet. No, I see the cheapest one, $446 at Walmart. So $679. All right, so we're gonna say that it runs between $446 to $679. $446 to $679. That's not $1,000, but it's enough to complain about, right? I think so. I think it's enough to complain about. Oops. There we go. I think that's more than enough to complain about. Oh, well, we sell $751 on Amazon. I think that makes sense. And there's only one off. There we go. Might be inflated at the moment, getting ready for Black Friday. Yeah, that's right. Black Friday is coming up. Black Friday is coming up. So ROG Ally X, that ranges from $599. What's the... I know it gets more expensive than that. Hey, what's up, Pez? Let's see how much this one is. Oh, there goes Steam Deck stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're all $5.99. Woo! $8.99 for that? Jesus Christ. $5.99 isn't bad. But I thought there was one that was like $1,000, man. Where did I see that at? The ROG Ally was just stupid expensive. Oh, for the larger one, when it's X amount of terabytes or whatever, that's expensive. But I think all the specs are generally the same, right? All the specs are generally the same for this particular device. So here goes the, yeah, it has generally all the same specs. Where is the spec section of this? I need to see this, all the specs. But all is well, man. But I think you're right, Erebus. It might be because of that specifically. Xbox. There you go. I definitely think you are right on that one, and they're just waiting for everything to go down in price so they can sell it, you know. So if you buy it now, it's like, bro, you got the money. Get the large. Yeah, this looks incredible. All right, so you can get 24. This is storage. This is your RAM, right? Okay, so that makes sense. So you get 16 to 24. Let's start from the top. Where's the display at? Operating system is still Windows. I guess the Switch 2 game collection, like you did with the Switch 1, is not a good idea for the price. No, they're definitely not, bro. I'm not feeling that at all right now. It's not fun. No, yeah, it's not fun, dude. I'm just So we got this one for this processor right there. And then after that, we have the RAM is 16 to 24. That's good. Wow, it's very strong. Just making you a sandwich. Sandwiches are good for you. I like sandwiches. This is Windows Home as well. Oh, why do you do that for? 16 to 24. This has Windows Home. And what else does it have? Does it have backlight? Yes. Yes, it does. And does it have what else? How many versions? There's 2 versions. 2 types. And then after that, let's see what else it has. Memory, oh yeah. Storage is 512 to 1 terabyte. Woo, that's a lot. 512 to 1 terabyte. That's quite a bit of RAM there. Memory. This goes lower on this one, but you know, it's what it is. Did I put that in? Did I put it in the wrong slot? The wrong space? No, I didn't. It just disappeared for a second. Does it have a storage slot? Yes, this does have a storage slot. And then how much does this thing weigh? I don't know if it's saying. Oh, it's 7 inches to. Ooh, this is good. At 120 refresh rate. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think the issue for this one is always going to be the refresh rate, not the refresh rate. Is it worth it? You know. And I don't know if it's worth $1,000 to get a device like this unless you're getting pretty, you know, aggressive, and that's what you're playing all the time, you know. Those are the ports, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That's how it connects. And yes, does it do memory slots, RAM, accessories? Yeah, of course it has accessories. Yes. And then here goes the Wi-Fi. It does that. And then battery life. Will it show it on this particular site how much battery life it has? 80 and 60 watt. Well, 60 to 80. And with that, I'm going to take a quick break because I got to use the bathroom real quick. Like BRB.
Kalara, India. I was sent here by Bison to do some research on this little temple that was out here. I had a backpack with a cell phone in it, a satellite phone in case I got lost. I had some other stuff, you know, research stuff. And I had a tour guide with me, you know, to show me around.
He was weird.
And this is what happened.
Okay. First time in India, I ain't never been here. So many trees, there were so many men there. Never had I seen such magical scenery. The weather here was tropical. A weema way, when we was walking through the jungle, a mighty, mighty jungle. I had a question, but I wasn't trying to sound dumb though. I wanted to know about what I heard about this dude. I wanted to know if what I heard was true. Okay. Supposedly there was this guy who was old, but was very, very strong. The master of yoga. He was well known, admired with clout. His limbs could stretch long. He spat fire out his mouth. Wait, fire out his mouth? Yeah, I didn't believe that. So if ever I saw him, then I wanted to see that, believe that. I turned around to ask the tour guide, but when I turned around, he was nowhere in sight. I was like, yo, where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, fam. Heck no. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. I'm like, yo, where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, bruh. Heck no. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. Now I'm alone and I'm mad. I need to use the phone. Hold on. Where's my bag? I can't believe that I just got robbed. Ball getting robbed, dog, that's just odd. That eyeball must face my wrath. As I clenched my fist, up ahead I saw the end of the path. So I didn't think he could've went too far. So to find him really shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna find him As I made it through the trees, that's what I was thinking. Suddenly I felt a breeze, and it's hard to explain, man, it ain't that simple. See the wind pointing my attention to a temple. When I looked out to all the villagers, my attention was brought to where a pillar was, and he was standing right there with my bag in his hand, but then he disappeared. I was like, yo, what the heck? Where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, bro. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. Yo, where he go? I don't know. Did you see him? Nah, son. Heck no. It's like, it's almost like he teleported or something. It's almost like he teleported or something. Yeah. So when I saw that, I took off running as fast as I could, man, through the village. I ran through the village people. Pause. But the way I was moving and ducking and dodging, you would have thought my name was Ocho Cinco or something, man.
Yeah.
I was moving, man. So I got to the front of the temple. It looked very plain on the outside, but real plain, real basic. When I opened that door, man,
What happened when you opened
like, wow. It had to be one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen.
Real
It had
deal.
gold, it had pictures, the floor was all turquoise and stuff. I was like, man, it's like cribs or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I saw a red door at the end of the hallway. You know, usually when you see red doors, like anywhere, you think it's important or someone important like is behind that door. So I thought maybe the thief was like working for someone trying to get in Bison's business and all that. I need to get that backpack back. You know what I'm saying? So I was just about to open the door, but like, I felt something on my back, and I didn't think. I just turned around and I punched as hard as I could. Like I should have looked, but yeah, you should have looked. I'll never forget it. What was it, man? What? Tell me. That was the time that I knocked out an elephant, man. I'm calling SPCA.
What is up? We're back, and we're going to finish this up, and then we're going to get into the King of the Iron Fist tournaments, enter the Tekken, because we can. Why would you argue with me right now? That doesn't make that makes no sense. So, anyways, let's go back to the Rogue X, and I think the only thing I'm missing is the battery life and the actual price. I've seen one that's $599. Yeah, they're going for $599 to $999. There we go. $599 to $99.99, $99.99. That's crazy. But I'm assuming that's for the one that's 1 terabyte. But if you get the other one that's 512, that's $599. So if you compare that to the Steam Deck here, their more expensive device is still cheaper than what's over here. Same thing when you go against their original Rogue Ally, right? I think that's crazy. Backlight Steam Deck OLED 1000 nits, Steam Deck 600 nits, Rogue Ally 5. Okay, PSP a value unknown, generally lowest. Fair enough. I need to know what's up with this battery life. What is the battery life for the Rogue Ally? Battery life for the Rogue Ally X. What does that battery life look like? And it's not giving me what I want. It just says like, it doesn't say how many hours. In hours. There you go. Under 2 hours. So it's the same thing, 2 to 14 hours for 14.5 for this one. That's not bad. All right, and then finally, how much does this bad boy weigh? Rogue Ally X, does it weigh more? $1.49. It's still no. It's a little bit heavier. 1.49. 1.49. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I think we can generally agree that it's not bad. this narrow. And then we make it all 11. Bold it, unbold it. There we go. These devices are they're pretty light, I would say. Now here goes one that I think generally people thought it was going to be this amazing device, and it ended up not being what people expected it to be. I think that the PlayStation Portable, right? You can get it for a decent price, $199 to I think the highest one you can get with the PS Portable is a little bit. You can get one for a little bit more. No, it looks like they're all the same thing, $199. But the problem is that it's like it only streams your PlayStation. That's my problem with this one. It only does your PlayStation stuff, but it's 8 inches of screen. 8 inches of screen, you know. I think that's incredible, having 8 inches worth of screen. But then you got to ask yourself all those other questions. Like, is it worth just only playing? Like, you can take this to a hotel or whatever and have a good time with it, but I don't know. I don't know if this one's worth having. Let's see what they said about this product. If it shows the specs here. Oh, here it is. It gives all of you all the information. 260 grams to pounds. I believe this one's a little bit lighter, isn't it? And 0.57 pounds? That's less. Wow. That's half a pound, right? That's actually not bad. How do we get more stuff like this even lighter, right? I think that's a good question to have. How do you make it even lighter than what it already is? You know? Let's see. Refresh, we're not on that part. Where's the weight? There it is. I think that's pretty good. 0.57. That's not bad. You can carry it in your book bag with no issue. Main memory. Ooh. 4 megabyte embedded DRAM is 4 megabytes. Yee. There's nothing you can do with that. Where is the? But again, you're just streaming the game, so that shouldn't matter. That definitely shouldn't matter, right? Can we agree that doesn't matter if you're just streaming the games? There's 2 types of this one. Is this backlit? Yes. I think that's an important thing to look at. Yes. Processor. Does it? Oh. This is a PlayStation processor. It's PSP CPU. Oh, that's the PlayStation Portable joint. Okay. That's interesting. PlayStation and Steam, it's just been announced and it's free to play coming next year. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. How you been, Colby? Does this have a storage slot? Now, this one does not. This does not have a storage slot. I mean, and there's no reason to have a storage slot. Because why? There's no, I don't think there's a need for it. And someone put no. And then, does it, no, there's no, because it's a streaming device. Accessories, yes, there's accessories for it though. Yes, and then Wi-Fi. There is it does do Wi-Fi, obviously, because it's for streaming. I'm just gonna put regular Wi-Fi on here. And then, does it show anything about battery life? Main input, talks about speakers, main connector, key switch, power, built-in lithium battery, AC adapter. I think that's all we're gonna get out of the deal right here. Chat right. Oh man, that's now that's something to piss people off, bro. Like, yeah, let's put the N-Gauge in there. What's the refresh rate? Does it say anything about its refresh rate? PS portable refresh rate. There you go. Found it. That's crazy. 144 hertz for a refresh rate for a device that small. That's crazy. That's insane. That is insane right there. All right, cool. That's what's up. So we got the PlayStation Portable. I would put the Nintendo Switch on there, but we all can generally know what the Switch is about. And I know for a fact I am not getting a Nintendo Switch. I'm not getting a Nintendo Switch no time soon. Not because it sucks or anything like that. I don't like what Nintendo is doing to its community, man. I just don't think I don't think that's fair to do that. Nintendo to do all that to its community and just ultimately screw its community over by, you know, upping the price by that much, man. That's stupid. That's just not cool. What's in the box? All right, so let's see what we have here for the Logitech one. And I think the Logitech device, I think that is streaming only also, but I need to get like a full-on synopsis. I need a full-on synopsis of this. You heard PS6 is coming 2027 to 2028. You just found out? Yeah. A lot of people are anticipating it for 2027 though. And I think that it's wise for them to keep on working on the PS6. I don't think we got enough use out of the PS5. I mean, we're at a point now, you know, where I'm not saying like, does it get better than this? Like we were saying for like the Nintendo 64, but we definitely kind of plateaued here a little bit. So it's like, I don't think there's a reason to get a new device or new console. We haven't maximized what we can do with the PS5, but that's just me. That is just me. All right, so what are the specs? Will it show me, will it give me the specs chart for this? Specs chart. All right, so I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. I had to click on it. Here's what we got for this device here. Oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad deal, though, is it? So the display is 1920 full HD, and it's 7 inches diagonal. 7 inches. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It has those controls. Wi-Fi dual. Ooh, it has this because it has to. You know, it just kind of is what it is when it comes to these devices. Then the battery built. What's the battery? Rechargeable battery life 12 hours under normal playing conditions. That's not bad at all either. Not bad at all. 12 hours, that's good. It don't get no better than this. It doesn't. Oh, it's gonna cost a lot because of tariffs, bro. Tariffs. It's gonna be crazy, man. It just kind of is what it is. What is the refresh rate for this device? Oh, Ooh, there's the CPU right there. Weight, memory, storage. There is none. Accessories. Of course, there's accessories for it. Yes. If you can fried eggs with that thing's heat, then it's good. If you can fry eggs with the heat from it, it's good. That's what you're saying? That's funny. Good luck with that, Colby. Good luck with that thought process, because I don't think that's going to be the case at all. Yes. One type. Oh, this refresh rate 60 hertz. I guess that's okay. See, this one time I was about to buy this bad boy until I saw that part. I was like, nah, that is not for me. That is not for me, my friends. Make sure the letters are black. This is not black. And we'll make sure it's 11. All right, cool. We're good. Oh, that's all centered and stuff. All right. I'm not getting no goddamn PS6. It just don't make no good dang sense. No, I don't disagree. That's kind of where I'm like with this handheld thing and the direction they're going at with all these handhelds. I'm like, it makes more sense to get some of the handheld stuff, man. At least to me, it makes more sense. You know? Oh, this has an expansion slot. This has an expansion slot. Yeah, that's what's up. Does this... Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. So what does that mean? So if the Logitech game device has a slot, do you get to play offline? I don't know. Only getting a PS6 when more games like PS5. Ah, man. He said it wanted 300 for it, but my coworker gonna negotiate down to 250. How they gonna negotiate down? Is your coworker a female? That's the only way I can see that being negotiated down. If you get what I'm saying, if you get what I'm saying, that's the only way it's gonna get negotiated down, my friend. You know what she's negotiating. You know what she's gonna negotiate there, my buddy. My boys, you know what's being negotiated. Like, and you better thank her for negotiating that way on your behalf. You know. This has 64 gigabytes of memory, and doesn't say the weight of this. I don't know how much it says it weighs. And I think all this is at that point. System requirements. That's an Android. Rechargeable. It has Bluetooth. What else does this have? That's good. That's stereo. That's good. Touch enable, refresh rate, size, LCD. This is an LCD screen. So, but I don't see the weight for this and how much RAM it has on the inside. I'm not seeing that right now. Maybe I'm overlooking some of this. It shows the expansion slot. Display. Oh, weight. Ah, here it is. No, height, width. I need to find its weight. Urgh. Negotiation tactic. Are you making a spreadsheet for this stuff? Yes. I'm making a spreadsheet for it so I know what to get. Logitech G Cloud. Weight. 463 grams. What? 1.02 pounds. All right, good. 1.02 pounds. I think the only thing that stopped me from going in the handheld market right now, like I was there with my Nintendo Switch, and who doesn't like the Nintendo Switch, right? Everybody likes the Nintendo Switch generally. But the issue that we keep on running across with the Nintendo Switch, it doesn't have all the games that I like to play generally, right? That is my issue with Nintendo Switch. So that's what we're working on. That's what we're kind of looking at here. And so I need to find a replacement for it, and I might hook my son up with it. I don't know, with my Nintendo Switch, or make a family Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is a great device, man. I'm telling you. This is $299. That's not a bad price. That's not a bad price, and I don't see the how much RAM. It's not bad. It's 32 gigabytes. All right, cool. So I think we're at a good place now with this, and then we can move the heck on. And man, every single time I've asked about this and how to do this, and someone's like, "Hey, bro, you should get this one, you should get that one." I'm still leaning very heavy towards the Steam Deck, man. The Steam Deck is probably the best bang for your buck, man. Absolute best bang for your buck, more than any of these devices here. 300 bones don't sound, dude. All right, so let's take a look at this as a whole, and I'm gonna try to pull it out, right? And I think we can do this elimination process without any issue here, right? The elimination process that we have here for which device we can get, or what device we want, right? So right off the bat, these ones right here, the PlayStation Portable and the Logitech device, that's a red. That's a red. And the reason why we're gonna make this a red, because these are handheld devices that are streaming. They're streaming devices, so we can just really kind of X that one out, and really focus in and hone in on everything else on this side over here. And I think that's gonna be, yeah, there we go. And so let's take a look. So we have the Steam Deck, the Rogue Ally, and the Rogue X. I think the Rogue X, for the best bang for your buck, it's $59 to $999. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. However, it's $599 for 512 gigabytes there. It has all this great stuff that comes with it. You can get a black one, you can get a white one. It runs on Windows. So it's like, okay, that's cool. And it does Steam Deck and all the other good stuff. But I'd rather get the one that's $599. That's the first thing. It has expansion, right? But that expansion is more expensive. It just makes your device more expensive, and some of the accessories is more expensive. In the direction that Xbox is going in right now, I'm just like, I don't know about that. They are an expensive company. They have very expensive products. So I'm gonna make this one orange, right? I'll make that one orange because it's possible, but I don't know if it's worth it. But this is where I think I'm leaning more towards, because I think also with the ROG X, what makes it special, what makes it great, is that it has the actual holding parts to it, so it doesn't make your hands cramp up. So I think that's a good thing, but I don't think that's a driving point for me, right? Then you have the Rogue Ally, right? The Rogue Ally, it's just a regular one that's there. It ranges between $446 to $751. However, it's just 512 gigabytes, right? It has OLED and all that good stuff. It has 1080p, and it has 120 hertz refresh rate, and I think that's great, and I think it's fine. I think it's all dandy, right? But like at the price point, at the lowest being $446 and getting the best bang for your buck, I don't think that is worth it. It has an expansion option, but like if you buy a micro SD, micro SDs are pretty expensive sometimes. So, but here it is, and this is why I think I'm going to get the Steam Deck, and why I'm going to greenlight the Steam Deck. I can go $399. That's $50 less than the lowest one on here. That's about $200 less on the one over here, or $600 less. Yes, you have the GUI at using a Linux. I'm not as familiar with that, but my experience with what I've been using recently, like when you go in big picture mode with the on your handheld, like the Backbone and devices like that, I think that's really cool, right? Right, we're all on the same page there. So yeah, I think I don't mind leaning towards that right there. Then yeah, I really don't think I mind it being that way. So I would get one that's $399. I get some accessories with it, and then I'll just buy an external memory card to go along with it. The OLED is not like something that's groundbreaking where I have to have it, because I know me, I'm gonna play it, and then when I feel like, you know, playing somewhere else, like a hotel room or something like that, when I travel, I just put it in a docking station and play on my big screen TV. I think that's super duper fair, man. I think it's super fair. I think that's the direction I'm gonna go, and I think that's where I'm gonna go with that. Very nice. How much is this Hummer? How much? All right, cool. We'll just leave it right there. I'm gonna save this for later. But now it's time. It's that special time. It's time for the King of the Iron Fist tournaments. Enter the frickin' Tekken.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go up. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
right, that was enjoyable. That's something that's how we're gonna get into Tekken from here on. We're gonna get into Tekken that way. I think that's fair. I think that's super duper fair, and that was extremely enjoyable for everyone that was here. So now boo boo, sticky head and doo doo. If you do not like it, you'll like not liking it. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's gonna be my new thing. But today we're gonna be focused on and looking at Armor King once again, because I just need a better understanding of his moveset. Really, I've really enjoyed. In general, I've really enjoyed, you know, Armor King for the most part. He's a fun character. He's a fun character. But let's see here. This is from. Do I have to start it up and start up again? Currently used in OBS. Okay, I see what's going on. Let's go over here. Elements, red. How come you can't? How come my spin's frozen? Red, black. This OBS, this camera is stressing me the hell out, yo. Red, black team. Elements. Elgato camera. Deactivate, activate. Oh, there we go. That's better. All right, so as you see, my room is clean for the most part. That makes me happy. Not a whole lot of big mess here. Nobody likes a big mess. Who likes a big mess? All right. So let's lap this up. Yo, what's up, Johnny? How's it going, man? Oh, now I gotta change this to Tekken. Channel. Oh, you going to Frosty Faustings?
Get ready for the next battle.
I think my time with Frosty Faustings is pretty much over. I think it's a great thing, but like I don't think I'm into that quite yet anymore. It's this. All right, so we got 5. Yeah, this thing is hard. Install tonight. There we go. This one's kind of hard. Pause. No diddy. So he has a lot of good stuff in his toolkit. I think my issue with Armor King right now is some of this stuff right here, man. It's freaking tough, especially using a. I'm finding it easier to use a balloon lever to do some of these inputs. But other than that, he's a difficult. I think he's difficult. It's gonna take some time. You're gonna try to go. That's what's up. That's what's up. If you're able to go, let me know when you're on stream. I'll make sure I am watching the stream when it's your turn. You gotta go make a name for yourself. You can't just be tricky putting in all the work, bro. Tricky K&R and friends. See, I can't get that. I know some guys that can get that 3 times, and I'm like, how are you getting that 3 times? Like, I think my input's pretty accurate here. There we go. The Automod banned my message. I don't know why. It depends what the message is. You can whisper it if you want. It'd be like that sometimes. It's this one right here. Boom. boom, boom. Ah, so I can get that, and it's forward 1-2. This is what I'm arguing with forward 3-2. This is what I've been arguing with Snake Balboa, and I'm like, dude, no, you have to go into this mode to get this. I try to support the games I yap about, basically, is what oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely support the games that you love, man. I think that's extremely important, man. And that's what, if there's no fan base for the game, then there's no point in playing the game, you know? Let's do this. So I have to duck into that, right? Ah, I see, okay. See, I gotta get that clothesline in there. Okay, let's do that. That does 69 damage right there. I don't think that's bad damage at all. But can we get that a little bit bigger? Are we able to get that a little bit bigger then? I think we can get it a little bit bigger. Do you have the word flag? I don't know what that word. I'm trying to figure out what the word is, man. You're gonna have to whisper it to me, man. Is it? Then I double tap. Is that right there? I did that wrong. Ooh, I went under it that time. Huh. That's weird. Can I get that? Yo, I don't think I can grab that part right there. All right, but that's okay. Okay, we bring that full circle. Okay, I'm trying to understand what's happening here with this particular combo. So I gotta wait for that. Wow. So that pushes away. Okay. Oh, or I can do it one more time to get the clothesline. Okay, let's see. Can I do it that fast? And get one more thing in there? I don't know. Got a nice grab in there. One, two, four grab at the end after a screw. How do I feel about the state of the game right now? I kind of, you know what? A video about that if you want to check that out. But I'm gonna make a general statement about fighting game. I generally like fighting games. I thoroughly enjoy fighting games, right? But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy fighting games. I don't think that Tekken is an S-class game right now, but we still have to give it time. I don't think it is bad at all. It just, people haven't accepted it for what it is. I think the thing that we should be complaining about the most when it comes to games like Tekken, sorry, I gotta get up and stretch a little bit. When it comes to games like Tekken and the likes, we have to be more concerned with, the actual quality of life of the game more than anything else, right? And the quality of life issues that are there, nobody's complaining about. Like, let's fix the axis first. The axis is an issue in this game. Let's fix the tracking. Let's fix the hitboxes. And then once they get that fixed, I think I can make a more, a better educated answer. Axis is the axis is the alignment. That's a alignment issues. Shield is the word. I don't have that blocked at all. I think that's a Twitch issue more than it is what my bot is saying. But with that being said, the I like Tekken 8 for what it is, right? It's not Tekken 7. It's not Tekken 5. Tekken 8 is Tekken 8, and I've enjoyed it for what it is. And I think it's really important that people do accept it for what it is, and if they don't like it, just go play something else. You know, I use the best example of this is Street Fighter. Every single Street Fighter, except for the Alpha series, is different, and people have to get over and accept that these games are freaking different. Oh, and you know what? That's freaking okay. That the game is freaking different, man. That's perfectly fine. All right, so I'm getting a little 60. All right, I'm trying to understand this. Talk about muscle memory. Ayo, sorry about last night. That thing we talked about ended up doing twice then. Yeah. I had the same issue, so no big deal. To have to make a breast cancer awareness. Yeah, you do, because I got one. Being off axis is nothing new, and it's part of Tekken having to correct itself as a part of learning. I don't disagree with that, but that's still an issue, man. I think this is the worst it's been, you know. So for me, again, it's the point that I'm making. What the question is like, hey, you know, what do you feel about the state of Tekken? And I don't think there's anything necessarily just outlandishly wrong with this version of Tekken. Is it more aggressive? Yeah, sure, it is. But am I having a good time with the game? Yes. But the quality of life issues that are in Tekken, just because it's always been there, doesn't mean that it should. Especially as far as the game Tekken has gotten. So with there being an axis and an alignment issue, I think that's a problem, and I think it's a problem that they possibly could fix. Not that's one of the things that was where it's like, hey, if anything that you're gonna fix that one thing right there, or more specifically, their hitboxes being so off, you know. But though I complain about it, that doesn't mean I dislike the game, and I think that's more where I'm coming from. The state of Tekken, it's gonna be just fine, you know. Remember, this is year 2 of Tekken 8, and Tekken 7, to get where it was at, to be as polished as it was, it took 2 years in arcade. So from 2015 to 2017, and then almost to a perfect state by 2022, right? I'm like, yo, that's insane to sit here and not give this game an opportunity to breathe and just right off the bat just like, I hate it, you know? And I just don't feel that way about the game. I think it's fun. We're talking about Tekken as a whole. We're not talking about one character here. We're talking about Tekken as a whole, you know? 4, 3, 2, 1. The general ender combos. Okay. Street Fighter honestly is no more frustrating state in my opinion as a Street Fighter player because Capcom isn't really showing. But that's again that's kind of my point where it's like I think the game's fine. And we can these are the things we should be complaining about, not the actual mechanics of the game, right? And complaining about this issue that causes the game not to be playable, if you want to call it that. But Street Fighter, they decided to have Drive Impact and Drive Rush and Drive whatever, and that's what the game is. Get over it, you know? No different than Street Fighter V. They had the V triggers and all that other good stuff. So what? That's how that game's played. Street Fighter 2 didn't have none of that. If you like that game better, go play that one. And I like the Alpha series better. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Build a community around the Alpha series, you know, and make it great again. Old Third Strike, it was amazing. It's the best one, period. All right, keep on playing that one. You know, and I feel like Tekken is slowly but surely finally getting to that space where you can choose which Tekken you like the best and the most, right? Some people like Tag Tournament 2. Build a community around that and make Tag Tournament 2 the best game ever. But then go to Tekken 7. If everybody's saying Tekken 7 was goated and they like that one better, go back to Tekken 7. Those two versions of Tekken, I think a lot of people can go back to. And for that matter, even Tekken 3, I think a lot of people can go back to if they don't like what's going on and just building a community around that. They've done it for, they have a retro community for Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter Third Strike. They have a retro community for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and games like it. Do that. I think the game's in a great place. And this isn't me like just pouring myself out to the game and just being a bootlicker or anything like that. But I think the game's in a fine space, and it just needs a lot of fine-tuning, right? Dragunov in Tag 2 had the same issue. Down back 3, he had to sidestep down 2 to actually combo off of it. Yeah, I know it's as a whole, but they are just 2 examples. There was other characters who had issues, but they were the major characters where it was really noticeable. And yeah, and back to my original point there, Erebus, and what I'm saying is like, bro, if we're gonna complain about stuff, we should be complaining about that type of stuff. Not, oh, this heat system's stupid. We should get rid of heat. Well, that's how the game's freaking made, yo. Completely out of whack. Third Strike remake? No, I don't think they need to. Just leave it alone. The characters are not designed well around the system with the exception of a few. We got 4th Strike, what? No one played it. We got, yes, no one played it. We got City of Woods, it's parallel there. Yes, in a lot of ways, but game fell off the cliff. It sure did. Tekken 3 does not hold up, although goated. PlayStation is saying that they're going to bring it back, Bandai Namco, and upgrade some of the graphics. But even then, you're saying it's not a balanced, it's a design thing. Then get the fuck off of daggone Street Fighter 6 and go play Street Fighter 5. You know, it's like what do we continue to complain about? And I think that's a new gen type thing, right? Where growing up and playing fighting games, you know, in high school, in middle school, you go to the arcade, you play the fighting game you like, and you buy the fighting game you like. And if you don't like it, you don't play on the arcade machine, you know. And I think the online aspect of gaming has distorted the different communities that are there that really built upon those ideas of if you don't like it, then don't play it. Growing up in middle school, man, freaking the game that we played was Mortal Kombat. I'm originally a Mortal Kombat kid, and we surrounded the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 cabinet. We never played Street Fighter 2. Then, when Street Fighter Alpha came out, I played a lot of Street Fighter. Played a crap ton of Street Fighter Alpha. And that's what my friends played also. Played a lot of Killer Instincts. That's what my friends played also. And then nobody played Tekken 2 or Tekken 1. But then when Tekken 3 came out, everybody surrounded that cabinet and there was nothing else that was out there that I wanted to play. And then I got into more of an Alpha. I played Street Fighter Alpha 3 for a very long time. And that's what me and my friends played. And that's what my community was surrounded by. But then getting older, I realized that, Street Fighter wasn't for me. And there wasn't a community surrounding the Alpha series. And then I did not like Street Fighter. I did not like Street Fighter 5. And that's how I got into Tekken again. And I became a Tekken 7 guy. And then I really liked Mortal Kombat 11. I played Mortal Kombat 10. Mortal Kombat 10 was freaking amazing. Mortal Kombat 10 was amazing. And going back to Mortal Kombat 11, I thought it was okay. A lot of people didn't like Mortal Kombat 11. I loved 11. And that's what got me partnered on Mixer. Tekken 7 and Mortal Kombat 11. 7-11, that's what got me partnered. So it's like, when we come to this and we're like, is it good? Well, shit, I think so. You gotta ask yourself, if you don't like it, if you don't think it's good, then, or you think the state of the game is horrible, you just gotta put it down, No, I didn't say it wasn't fun or anything like that. I'm just more so saying, making a general statement about the community at large, saying, well, I'm not digging it, or I don't. This part of it is out of whack. Okay. What are we gonna do about it? And so I think the state of Tekken 8 right now, I think it's fine. We as soon as Armor King dropped, the game increased its player base by 10,000, right? If you look on Steam specifically. And it dropped a little bit after week 1. If the game was horrible, if the game was bad, nobody would return to it, period, right? No different than Mortal Kombat 1, that player base completely fell off compared to where it was when it first released, You're like, oh, Swamp, you like Mortal Kombat? But I also played the game enough at a high enough level to have a grasp of the fundamental issues. Right. So, and I think that's my point, right? And so if we grasp that, right, and we understand what the fundamental issue is, let's let that be the complaint about the game, and not that the game is in a bad state. Because the state of the game is like playability, right? And you can play Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8 fairly well. It's very responsive. There are a lot of annoying things in it, but it's very responsive, I feel like Tekken 8 is a great place for improvement, just like T7. And there it is. That's a great point right there that I mentioned before. It's like, it's gonna improve, man. You just gotta stick with it. I've not played MK since 9. Didn't like the combo system. I really only played for story, but I haven't spent the last 15 years harassing Ed. Exactly. You think it's in a stale state. The game is very tightly designed, but rigidity of those that make it very hard to patch and fundamental issues. No, I can say, well, there's Street Fighter has always been a, if you like it, you like it, you don't. There's always a moment of Street Fighter where it gets stale until they introduce new concepts. So you take Street Fighter V, for example, all the way up until like season 3, it was very stale because you weren't able to have additional V triggers and stuff like that. I think all fighting games get to a point where it gets stale because you can only do but so many different ways of doing combos, right? And that's why I'm surprised a lot of people haven't been into Pocket Bravery, right? Pocket Bravery, like the combo routes are freaking ridiculous. You can do just about anything you want in those games. And Street Fighter's never been a game where you can just, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever I want in this particular game. It's never been that way. Side note, Lockheed Martin has sent me 3 direct emails for a position. Really? Is it from home? That's dope, man. Oh, this is what I was talking about last night, Snake Balboa. It's this move right here. It's a 4-3-2. And you say you don't have to. So it does that. So I can hold forward the whole time. But I have to hit it right after it. See, I get the close. See, I want the clothesline, not the uppercut, Snake. I want the clothesline, not the uppercut. So here it is. So this is what it looks like with what you're talking about. And I just hold it. It won't come out. See, it won't come out. But if I do it the other way to get the clothesline, I'm sorry, that's not it. Oh, I went under it that time. I gotta let it drop a little bit. I'll get that instead. Hey, do it right, man. Do it right. That's my best bet I got, man. You gotta make sure that she's I wouldn't say always happy, but you know, make sure you communicate well, man. Happy spouse, happy house, not happy wife, happy life. Happy spouse, happy house. And as long as you keep that in mind and make sure your finances are in place, you'll be fine. Always communicate and communicate well. Yeah, not if it's 100% remote, but it's dealing with telemetry systems. Yeah, that's what I was holding here. I was holding that down forward after that. It was an argument between I wouldn't say argument, but it was a discussion between me and Snake Balboa in getting a particular space in there. I said, and why I'm like, I don't think Armor King, he doesn't feel natural to me. I don't naturally just he doesn't feel like good in the hands, you know. For me, that is. He doesn't feel good in the hip. Telemetry. Oh, it's telemetry. It's spelled like elementary, so it's telemetry. So telemetry. Okay. So that move is the wavy step, not the bad jag. You're not going into stance. That is a stance. How's that not a stance? That's a stance, bro. So you're telling me this right here isn't going into stance? That's a stance right there. Because it's a stance because it's not, like if you do that while rising, it's not gonna come out. So I thought that was a stance. Bro. Jaguar, that's, you would not? You would not consider that, like, I know this is a stance, but you wouldn't consider that a stance. So in that case, here's a question. Paul's sway isn't a stance. Paul's sway isn't a stance. No? But deep dive is? So I'm reading now that the wave dash isn't a stance, but the sway for Paul is. That's odd. That's odd. That's freaking odd. I see. I don't. It is what it is. I'm not the maker of Tekken or anything like that. But I would think that anything that puts you in a position that gives you options is a stance, right? So that gives me that option, that gives me that option, that gives me that option, and that gives me that option. You said you just live in the... I thought this, I would, okay. So, but because that's odd, because again, it's saying, I'm reading now that the sways are stances. So if sway is a stance, I'm like, anything that gives you additional option that you normally wouldn't have is a stance, unless it's something that's universal. So it's missed a stance? Right, that's what I don't know. The sway is a stance. Because the only reason why I'm like, yo, this right here, like, matter of fact, let me see something real quick, like. Let me see something. Restore character selection, move list. Let's see what's up with these move lists. I'm gonna see something. Let me see something. Where is this move? Where is the move that I'm doing? The forward 3. That will tell me right now. 4-3-2. It's 4-4-4. Where's 4-3-2? Moves during bad Jaguar. So bad Jaguar. So that's bad Jaguar right there. That's what bad Jaguar is. So that's telling. So that means bad Jaguar is a stance, right? Moves during B step. That's not a wave dash. So let me see. Hold on. In Tekken 8 is B step a stance? Yes, in Tekken 8, B step is King's unique stance, along with others like back turn and Jaguar. So that it is a stance. It is a stance. It's a stance. Boom. Egyptian, how's it going? Snake Ball Boy, you make me angry every day. I stance. Sway is a stance as well. Don't. Oh. I'm gonna consider back turn, but it depends if the back turn is called something, right? If the back turn is called something, then it's a stance. So anything that's called something, and then it goes into something else, I would say is a stance. Dark Mega Drive, that's a grab. Let's see what else is there. Attack reversals. Move all open. Opponent is down. Yeah. So. So now, with that being said, going into B step, you can go into B step after doing forward down, forward. Here it is, forward 3-2, and you get a clothesline. So this now we can actually talk about what we're talking about here. I got Armor King to Tekken Emperor in one day. Hey, that's a good job, Jeffrey. Good job. But yeah, this is what I was talking about yesterday, where he's going into B stance. Is you have to do that with this particular move, right? And this is why I don't think for me, he doesn't feel natural, right? Yeah, he doesn't feel as natural as he could or should feel in the game. So it just kind of is what it is. And then going into this part right here, I want to do that. All right, so let's see what we got here. I think this is the combo I want. Yeah, that's what I want. So I want bop, bop. I want, at the end of that, I want bop, bop, and get that grab in there, you know? Bop. Ah, there we go. That's 72 damage that way. I think that's a good combo right there. I wonder if you can get more off of that by doing the... Not that one. That does 67. Got one extra. Keep on going under. Oh, it drops it if I pop heat on that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with that. They took away his back one. It's sad day in Tekken. But he has a down back three that's nice on counter. I've been working on sidestep 4. Oh, that's a nasty one. And on counter hit, that's a nasty one. That's a nasty one. Very nasty. So yeah, I think. It's that last part. Oh, okay. I see. I really got to take my time with that. that twice? Oh. Going under it now. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with this type of combo. I see the different routes that might possibly come. Oh, and you spin it around. Okay, so one and 3 and 2 and 4 get you different ones, and two and 4 gets you 73, and 2 and 1 gets you 72. All right. Yeah, there you go. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. On counter though. All right, so what's the other one? I think he has quite a few good things in his toolkit right now. I think he had. Oh, this is a good one. If it will let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. This is the one that I was trying to get the other day, man. This one's hard to get out and get your timing right. At least to me it is. Let's see. I'm putting it on counter hit. But it's still a good, I think it's a pretty dope combo. And a good counter hit one at that. Player combo, counter hit. Yeah, I think that one's pretty cool. Oh, I go the other route? All right, let's see. No, I don't want that one. All right, so I want Jaguar step and doing that little jab right there. Okay. I think there's a move after that one where he spits out fire to dark upper. Not sure. I'm not sure. 4-4-2-3-4, then 4-4-3-2. Yes, I know that one too. I'm trying to get this 11 hit one that does some pretty good damage here. Let's see. Do I? There we go. No. Ah, I see. So you got that, and then you got, and you, I see where the mix-ups are. All right. You got that little jab right there. Oh, that was almost there, Erebus. Oh. Ah. I'm trying to get that grab. I'm having a brain fart at that last part there. Yeah, I'm having a real brain fart right there because I know what I want to do, but I'm having habits of other characters come up and don't want to double tap. I'm doing this wrong. No, I'm not. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. So I am. I see it. I see. This is crazy. I keep on going. I'm keep on holding diagonal, and I don't want to hold diagonal. I'm being a silly goose. I'm being a silly goose. So I don't want to do that though. Okay. Yeah, man, see, he doesn't come naturally to me, so I actually have to lab him, unlike some of you other guys that used Armor King before. It's bop bop, and then I go into, and that's what we want after that. All right. Yeah, I'm not close enough either. Ooh, we got a little miss there. All right, but the other one I think is there is... And then you can... Wait, hold on. No, it's not that. Yeah, that's the one. I think this is the easy one to go to. But that doesn't do crazy damage, but it's cool. It looks cool. No. Yeah, that's a cool one. So we got... Ooh, that's nasty. Is this one to go on counter hit, or does this... Ooh, I haven't... We got up, down. Ooh, see, that's confusing for me. Yeah, see, it's all these diagonals and forwards, and I just need you to go in one direction, bro, and let me just push some buttons. I think that's the reason why I like Paul so much. I just need to push a button. What's this? Oh, that's a good one. And you can get something out of that. That's a tough one. Because you have a brain fart after that. All right, so we try to... Ah, that's rough. I'm not gonna try that one. While standing... Oh, I like this one. We got a while standing 1. That's crazy he has a while standing 1 instead of while standing 2, but whatever. Oh, that one's cool because you can get them. See, I think this is one of the things that Crazy was talking about. I'll get into that in a second. It's pop pop. You gotta give it a second. You gotta let it breathe. Hey, I like that. That's nice. So if I get in there, that too, I think that'd be magical. While standing. No, I gotta pause and do. Ah, man, that sucked. Oh, what time? Oh, I gotta go. Friend of mine's getting promoted today, and I need to be there for him. Oh no! I want to grab it afterward. Grab it. Yeah, okay. I want to grab it afterwards. Hey, hot dog. That does 83 damage? Well, probably does 80. I know it's on counter, but that's a good line. Oh, that didn't do well. No. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice move. I think this kind of leads into, because I gotta go. I didn't realize it was 1:30 approached us really fast. Really fast. Really fast. I didn't expect that. But I'm gonna do some more labbing a little bit later on today. Oh, also, if you didn't, before we back out of it, for all you guys that didn't see, boom. We got a new video going into Tekken. This is for you Tekken people that didn't see it. I'm kind of proud of this video. Let's see the video before I roll out and talk about what I'm going to talk about as I'm rolling out. Wait, stop. I need it on both sides. I need it on both sides.
Fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go. Gotta wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
So, hope y'all like that. That's how we're going to enter Tekken from here on with that little video right there. I thought it was fun. That's part of the morning regimen that I have. I didn't shave this morning. You can see the stubble on my face. But real fast before we roll out, and I've talked to Steak Balboa about this, and I've talked to our other friends, Craziest, the team coach, about this quite a bit. And I think the biggest thing that I'm getting from Armor King, one of his like key things that he has is this rising one. And his rising one is just really good. It's a 15 frame startup, and it gets a lot of people, and there's a lot of setup to that. I think Paul's rising 2 is a little bit lower. And the thing that we talked about last night when it came to playing Tekken in the games that you like, I don't think it matters the game. It's like, why do you play other characters? Why should you play other characters? It's not that you have to main these particular characters, right? I'll never say that. I'll never say you have to main that character if you are labbing that said character. No, don't do that. However, it is wise to play other characters so you can have a better understanding of your own, because those habits or those go-tos to those other characters are only going to enhance what you already have with yours. So for example, this Rising 1 that King has, that should put me in a good mindset for a Rising 2 with Paul, and understanding how I got there with Armor King. I can get there similarly. Did I say that right? Similarly with freaking Paul, you know? Same thing with a lot of other characters. You know, there's a lot of characters that have some sort of wave dash, right? So if you're an Armor King player and you're like, I love Armor King, I love everything about Armor King, and the only thing that I've been playing outside of Armor King is anything but a Mishima, well, actually a Mishima probably the best bet of working with until you get to Armor King, or for that matter, if you do not like Armor King and you like kind of that wave dash feel, you can get a Mishima, right? There's some similarities. And I think the biggest question that a lot of people are having for Crazy and Snake Balboa is like, yo, you play so many characters. It is so difficult to play so many characters. How do you do it? Well, you initially find characters that play very similar to the character that you use. So if you are grabbing it grab, well, you might be a good Murdoch, right? As well as a good King, because you understand the concept of grabbing, but at the same time, it should be a decent Armor King because he has part of his moveset being a grabbing moveset, and that's a very important part of his playstyle, and it's only gonna make you better. I've seen people complain like, oh, you grab a lot, you grab a lot, you grab a lot. But sometimes it's because I have habits from another character that grabs. And so there's absolutely nothing wrong with being in that position of taking different ideas from other characters in order to play the character that you like right now. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing, not a bad thing at all. But sometimes I grab because I just want to be held. I understand. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. You didn't hear it. Aww. There he is. But yeah, we're gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna go now. I gotta go see a friend get promoted. I think that's extremely important to support your friends in their victories. Like for real. I'm really proud of them. They say I'm a mentor, but I'm like, no, I'm just giving good advice to a friend more than anything else. So, but yeah, with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you being here. I am the most determined soul, CJ Berry, the leader of Waves and Waves of People in Determination. If you're around during this evening to get matches in, please hit me up. Don't forget, Bout for Clout Part 3 is happening tomorrow. We're gonna have a evening stream on Wednesdays now. Bout for Clout's tomorrow. Make sure you signed up. And remember that the winner and whoever has the most points at the end of the season, they will be getting a Team Capri arcade stick with a special design on it. Whoever has the most points there. So it'd be great for you guys to get first place and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm the most determined soul, CJ Berry, the leader of Waves, and Waves of People in Determination, Success and Victory. Don't block with your face, and I'll see you guys on the next time. Peace out. Thank you so much for spending time with me and the rest of Determination. Please follow me on all my social media platforms that are listed here. If you just missed the show, I will be back on weekdays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. CST. That's Central Standard Time. Also, join the Discord for announcements and additional conversations like the ones we've had today. Success and victory, and I will see you